Everybody, I want to hear you. Let's go. Come on. One more time. Come on. I like it from Aka on guitar. I can't hear you. Break it down. I want to hear that. Let's go. Come on. I want to hear the man. Hermano. Hermano.
9th of April 2026, exactly 27 minutes past 6, and that is if your time synchronizes with mine. For a higher Today Ghana News TV meeting, Lawrence Apieni Eboa, Mena and Lady Imagine Konya Mede no credit Jumedi Ebro said a die no, it's Nasi and it's a Ghana Hons and Semina Bet Nasina dream. na nei amfa akonwa ina mbisa say stay woko he we de mkwachili we break kakra edwuma no say de tie no stress kakra o say ya na we release stress na e dey back so sisi ano e wepo think about first 4 months away we are within the first 4 months but so yakọ break about juju kakra so we are re-energizing and we are revitalized to carry on with the rest of the months. 2026 is going to be an amazing year. Make house still now we are also celebrating our 5 years. Today Ghana News TV, we've come a very long way. We've come a very, very long way. It's not been easy, but so 5 years in a day, na heading. Name what journey. I remember I call about strong coupon about Jimmy way. So and then it's going to be interesting because topics say wow, I don't know. More than kakra. The Bepka could do me was sports cra. Because said the black stars say no more tini pa kuma. Sabre no I'm sure my coach no. To ado. Germany fuchi boy 5. Emma Astria Subeti defi no. And check crown and a buy. And also, especially I can't say kakra and the net media no be a de womb. Enti waba tina say. Maminka, we are live via Twitch on satellite, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and in our search handle back on Today Ghana News TV. We are also live on Achim Hemai High FM 93.5 in Achim Hemai in the Eastern Region, Kings Radio in Accra, Jamframa TV, or Rara in the UT region, Sekina Information Center, Tatali Northern Ghana. Summary is also loud and clear over there. Adeliman Community Information Center, we're also loud and live. Samsung Fans TV, also in a Flow Water region. Maybe you in Aboso. The only thing I say, Uber joining a especially the online platforms, no. But your share, not you media in Quitry. Said about for so a movie, no, maybe be 80 and maybe be a share no muso, I didn't tribute movie and omreba. If I give Brenna Kine na Mr. Some routine share the yammy. Just go and share. Before I introduce my guest, no, let me take you straight to the Evening Tribune. Evening Tribune, Ghana's only watchdog, newspaper, no. We are undiluted in frame, the Etiano, Sapepe and Etro. Said the Etiano, Sapepe and Etro, Evening Tribune, Patriot, that screen so, Mr. These are some of the things that made it to the front page of a newspaper. Mahama, Macron lead global health charge influence. I beg your pardon, in France. Mahama, Macron led global health charge in France. Ghana's president demand action as world confronts rising health threats. Osha Mampeni Mahama, as I'm in Saddam Macron, come. I can see this man is really poised to bring a change, and not only in Ghana, but the world. Kudos to President Mahama. On the right side, also, Mampeni and Unyamni John Dramani Mahama, and a summary addressing Kama, tell one. What is he saying? They say President Mahama announces high-level panel of Accra reset. Accra, the reset, Sankasa. Accra reset. The Sankasa, Accra issues Sankasa, because a proper capital town. It means when you go to other regions, I don't know the system some will create you, but other regions are doing well in everything. Accra na has a capital into Ubia Wahano. Name and your cost Accra you can't control. If he show gutters, so to intimate Konya the idea, no problem. Now, anyway, I'm sure that there are a lot of the issues that were Accra in here reset. And see, I think this is in the right direction. If Accra should be reset, it will be in the right direction. So we are looking forward to that. OSP storm fuel depot over massive petroleum tax scandal. And also OSP now shut down or tell what come on OSP. No tell us some come. And see, these are some of the things that make it way to the front page of the Evening Tribune, Ghana's only watchdog, Mr. And semi ayabumi more de ankasa. Now, just said the evening Tribune, no, people don't know what it's just 2 cities 50 pesos. But me akọ GB, baby I will be an kind. Na some na either front page, you know, when you which me do most who call Ghana. So the other stories are it will be of your interest if you read to abreast yourself with what is happening in Ghana. Enti Kojibi na kind. My and that show is going to be interesting, like I rightly intimated earlier. Just make sure you share, just make sure you drop all your comments, just make sure you drop all your opinion suggestions. We will take time and read it for you. Before I introduce my guest for today, let me take you straight to Maminko Chame Hoka Kramra na meba. Now, after me introduce my guest, then we kick off with the conversations for today. So don't go nowhere, we'll be right back.
Welcome to Beyond Makeup, where beauty and confidence are taken to a whole new level. Here, we pamper and take care of you like royalty. Enjoy our gentle waxing, refreshing facials, and soothing massages that melt away stress and leave your skin glowing. We also offer professional makeup services, manicures, pedicures, durable nail extensions, and perfectly sculpted ombre brows. We give you the most perfect soft lashes that highlight your natural beauty. At Beyond Makeup, every visit is more than just a service. It's an experience of care, elegance, and transformation. Locate us at Chado Last Stop or call us on 0559 933 505 or 0506 474 911. Follow us on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. Beyond Makeup, your journey to wellness starts here.
Oh, say yay! The African Arts, Food, Music and Culture Festival, Armenia 2026. Society, Yapa Huntim of Francis Consuls, Eto Esa Afro Exhibitors, Ewa Ghana, any Africa, Sabe showcase creativity, Ewa global stage, so we artists, fashion designer, chef, musician, Anna Empo, cultural entrepreneur, any woman, so what the African young creativity, every global stage, Ewa Europe, ya boy ya pomo atuho, ya show registration I say, and it's 2% participating, and now on getting more information there, any other contact in Ewa Humachu so +374 558 508 11 and +233 542 545 815. Following our Facebook, Ope and Sembisa and Bibi Piata Efire home. Ubetimi I email and so ewo African Culture Festival 2018 at gmail.com. African Arts, Food, Music and Culture Festival, Armenia 2026, made of way. Africa on display, culture without borders. Yeah, that was it, baby. Hallelujah. Enka osro hene. Ka apostle Stephen Amuakuhu or control for penny any kofa baye edema Inner World of God Ministry International ewa biblical truth miminda ediye nimi ene miminda bia abra abo enumre non so Ghana time ye in life ewa Today Ghana News TV biblical truths power
But as I say, when you bre na watching my team could try on Kakraba or the four and name radio and media kono. They say, Ojibre, now we were soon and come on, be na make sure so the one gym. Na mum share no here me ankasa misremu. Mo share and then come on be in the mood. We have 3 topics we'll be looking at today, and I'm happy to say I've been joined in the studio by Edinam Owusu Yao. Edinam Yao Owusu Agbe, who is from Equiapem South, as an NDC communicator. And Edinam are joining me. Edinam, good evening. Right, I'm going to check Edinam mic in Mamina. I send the mic off. Edinam, good evening.
Apomboko.
Nyame adom me ho ye. Na then I go Equiapem South see.
Yo, me di tia kese ema etiefo ne ahwefo a mo hwe yen efi ekuye mante mu a eniwe nyina eda aburi Equiapem so ha de boko se wa unim no Little London na emro hwe yen na we de mesre na mo de afaso ansa na matu nyum kakra awan adwuma no yo Lawrence Ajwadi wonu Saudi netia obeya wanwe juma itimjiri se enyum we eda di pefe eniama ekoso Equiapem South na yekoso ara esere se ebehu bebre anyama me ne de ogbo juma pa o ma no homo ne so ankasa
sabe bebe netie me da se ni mrei obeka se studio han komo ebe twende tetele bente na emum se de da no me boss de meko iste na me wo honum na me ba honum no je say ni je ni ade ni si ade Equiapem no mu develop no pa Equiapem South specifically agree with the tourism ba ho mo ya ade amanfo be gu miji mani ankasa si me huna mi na ye me anka mesem director confirm ko beyond makeup na me ko mu emi me kakra director pa wo sa de ma me thumbs up. Okay.
Oh fine. Eni nyina ye yama me edi so ade hunu nti no ye hwe kwan se bibia bekoso jojo.
I'm expected to be joined in the studio by Dr. Masood Abungo, who is the NPP chairman for the Russia branch. But so far, no, we'll move on. I intimated earlier that we are discussing 3 main issues, and it's got to do with the engineers and planners take over the Damang gold mines. The question is it a good omen for Ghanaian companies? Is it a good omen for Ghanaian companies? Before that, I would like to give you a quick background of this, and we'll proceed with the show. Mpacho. Meya ne sama ono. Share ni hiami ankasa. Enti Mr. Bibi obi atie mi bia no, aye no kremre. Hadi intro. Yeah, also, you would not dare lie on this platform. Okay, so for many of you who do not know about this whole issue or the background of the story we are here to discuss, engineers and planners, a Ghanaian mining company, a opinion, a friend Ibrahim Mahama, a man Penia or Tiako Nyaso, President Mahama, and a summary, the company with some other companies omoko bidding ema papa company na so far no ebeto just say no na meet requirement to be manage the mining way no formerly managed by Goldfields more pretty. Now this Goldfields now has been operated since 1993 as Abreno. Yes, shifting ownership or management of this akoma Ibrahim Mahama. We know the process started way back somewhere some years ago under the old administration. I think 2022 and processing started your mudidi mama Sammy 2026 company no akweshe our main managing of the mine mining no akweshe ura Ibrahim Maham answer. Now it has got some people talking because Edding. Personally, I have an opinion I would like to share. MJ said for the first time in our history, an indigent or a Ghanaian has been able to take up mining sites or mining because most of the time, properties like this or maybe a normal exercise or mining no ɛyɛ a na ne kɔdi foreigners ntɛm a saa mmerɛ mfasodeɛ no nyinaa na ɛyɛ a na bebree no ɛkɔ foreigners no hɔ which does not really sit well with me. So for that side, I'm quite okay. But from where I sit, I've got to ask questions and I've got to, look for answers. That is why Yao is here today. Yao, like I rightly intimated, we know Yanshe, Sebe Ghana, Sebe Ghana. And what are the optics? Like the optics also saying, when it comes to politics, we have nepotism to tackle. We have it's too much, but let me start with you and see your thoughts on this one. Yanko.
Yo, me nua me da so kwa sa wa ma me sa akonya we. Ntiechia ebrofo nyina ne apiapem Southfo ni Ghana manfo nyina ni NDC 43. Na asem we de me say asem papa o. Na resetter yen mampanyin His Excellency John Dramani Mahama editu ne this so obehwe na waboa no. I think this is a reset that positive one within the mining industry. Obi bisa de tin na make us engineers and planners is a company. They've been operating over decades, like 10 years ago. And they have they are experts in mining and mining regulations and offering mining expertise, not only local, but foreign, to any normal Liberia, normally Adie, any Sierra Leone. Now, why engineers and planners? We share engineers and planners be free from 1997. Our establishing a company, the method successor they've been able to chalk. I believe from their background, CEO, Nankasani background, or into construction and engineering, a perfect match. Without things being equal, the man has been able to build successively more than 5-7 industries. What you say? Aside engineers and planners, Suchari Pottery Farm, creating employment avenues. There were water pump project. Over 400,000 hectares of land over you to meet the palm oil production. And we have Acela Matter Partnership. Acela Matter Partnerships have providing mining service. It will be a doctor now our mining services are. If you want to bid in for a mining project or a miner, who else is better suited for? All things being aside, yet taking personality, this senior his way of being accountable and being serviceable and his humane nature. I believe, the person will come clean. He will come with a clean sheet. What you say? And the man is not only doing that, he is providing community services and help. Philanthropist ejuma bebre. What you say? Nkofo wa bo omo. Omutumi de akomunim. Your fellow journalist. Kofi Aduma wa wani. No. What you say? But this man was able to come out of his own. COVID-19 the world crisis are able to government encourage government he went out to didn't even mention Jata's men Jata Cement is now working shoulders with other cement production factories. It's a fully fledged Ghanaian, locally made Ghanaian cement. What you say? Even now, your papa will son with Juma. It's will be a almost track record way. We never say for the to change. I'm giving you the reason why, objective reasons why we believe, sir, in research now, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, it is about experience. And that is what we went into the election with. We said experience, but not experiment. We are not going to give jobs or things to people because we knew how it ended us. You know, I don't even want to go there. So we are saying that Honorable Ibrahim Mahama, name money track record, and the senior in the Ghanaian domain. Were we not here in NPP in the previous SWAL Kufuado Mahama regime? When somebody wanted to freely distill or on a river, you see, but the same people, they discouraged that person, and but the same people during their time, no, what happened? Over 1 million Ghana cedis, but no action was shown. It is for us to be able to be accountable. Sir, we should be able to value for money. No? I believe, sir, the person that is ideal to be able to execute, you know, with the profile, actually profile, the competence base, and any experience on the job, and any successes that he has chopped so far. No? There's no doubt that Ibrahim Mahama and engineers and planners are the best company to be able to handle that.
So let's now take a look at job security and stability that government has to indicate that this transition aims to protect the existing workforce. Now, Osha, with the new transition now, don't you think people are going to lose their jobs?
Yo, Minia, did you say? You see, we've been in this country, from something Abesi foreign companies take over our mining sectors and other industries, and they bring their own experts, they bring their own labor force. What you have here? But this time around, we are saying an indigenous person, mind you, with friends, make company or Jata Cement that is working in Tema. Go look at the number of people that this company has been able to employ. You see, and also the community service engagement are all here. Savannah in education, the man has played a key role in the Savannah region. In his alma mater, Prosec Legon, the man has been able to influence our health sector. The man has been able to engage other areas. You say a high person. And recently, although the private jet, I'm gonna say, a critical emergency about a person. His jet is available for all. And recently, we know the high-profile people that have been assisted. Team Crash and say opposition main friends and candidates. Israel said they are so such a person is a colossal. He is a mogul.
Okay.
It will be some say we are supposed to learn from him, and I'm sure that job security and sustainable environment is assured. I believe and trust so.
Okay. You made mention of the private jet near the Adeno. And I think with regards to that, people are saying, some of these things are some Yemen or this kind of favor. They are politicizing the whole issue. Yemen favor or to do this kind of work was being given the platform to handle this project. Do you see any form of politics within this?
Binia, Ghana na yɛwɔ no a wopɛ sɛ wotie amanfo obi anum asɛm a akɛɛ ube but sɛnea medi nkakae no wei yɛ obi a even in opposition a yɛmfa no sɛ ne brother ne senior brother ɛna ɔyɛ yɛn mampanyin but even time a na ne senior brother ɛwɔ opposition no this man gave out willingly. He offered service to the nation. We are a statesman, no. We are in politics. We are a statesman. And I did make a demeanor.
Do you think some of the things are? I mean, from where I sit, I'll ask questions that people will ask, not specifically for me, but no more. Don't you think he's doing just to gain favor, to be giving contracts and other things like this?
So I don't see problem with that. Say me ya ade bi na me ye ni yie na me di favor say me so me wo oman ho do say me pese me ma oman no ko ni sakra. I don't see any problem with it. Until say bia wo be favor na want to make the favor no so amwa oman ma. That one is questionable.
Right to say President Kobe Bia or use private jets and yet states they provide it. Is it right like that? Because
right to say wherever
the state is accountable for you. The state is responsible for everything that you do. Is it right? Quote unquote.
It is right that wherever our president is, as the number one person of the state, his total security is guaranteed, no matter what. It is the right in any say. President it is perfect.
Are you saying say President to say on funny or the state we onya like the 100% protection now can say now can
I am saying that the security of His Excellency is very important. If we believe say the state apparatus it is not worth it. But we have other options that can guarantee the security of our president, and experts have recommended it. Experts have recommended it.
The optics of this whole thing doesn't really speak well because yes, of course, the person in Ghana need handle. So far, now, the brother, president in power, and the brother is the one leading this whole thing, the company. People are asking, is there any sort of conflict of interest?
Ninia, your man will ena oman paying bi oba betwemu V8, a whole V8 for a chair. To him, he believes that is how well you will be secure. What he has said. It's for the optics there, but the reality and the content and the objective of the matter is that where are we moving from the optics? How can this be measured so that we can be able to provide value for the resources that we have, and that we as individuals or as organizations will be accountable to the state for the resources that we are giving or the responsibility that we are giving to manage? I think that should be the most important area we should be discussing about.
But Nina is important. In fact, let me take you to the Code of Conduct 2025, our NDC and President Mahama released here, and let's see how this thing finding itself in it. Okay, so I read. Says the president, good governance, transparency, and accountability form the foundation of a strong partnership between state and society, as well as among citizens. They are interconnected. Let's see, they are interconnected principles that create a government that is legitimate, effective, and widely supported by citizens. It is under this umbrella that we, as public holders, public office holders, must constantly be mindful that public confidence in government institutions is vital to democracy. These principles should therefore guide our daily actions and decision-making processes. Now, I want to further the whole thing so that at least the code of conduct clearly set out my expectations of a government of integrity, honesty, impartiality, respect, and decency, incorruptibility, competence, professionalism, and standards of conduct that can withstand the closest public scrutiny. Mpacho, if you heard me clearly, some of normal even with the private jet now, President I think it's something of a good cause just to cut down budget. But that decision, don't you think it should have been taken to Parliament for at least Parliament to discuss? Then we can go forward with that.
Okay. Bedasi bebre. Bibia ya kasi ye mra hwe bedwafo no. Ade bia ekoho bia ya bibia efa yen sikasem anase yen apomudi anase yen yedie ho. But all that we have said, we have been told that this is not an enye sika aban edi ne hushim. What you say? Uye minua na me say ye nyina ye dia to mo say we as a country we've been in a junk state for some 8 years ago. We've been in a junk state. Unemployment is high. We are not being able to provide certain amenities and utilities to our people, and we are saying that we want to cut down costs. The main reason why, even from a number of 125 ministers, you see, we are just cutting down costs to 60 ministers so that we can be able to reduce the public purse. Now, I'm a good citizen, and I'm telling you that for these reasons, you are my brother. I have this asset with me. I think it's a good call, but I mean the politics is normal. I understand the situation that you people want to play political gimmick with it. I mean the optics, but the reality of the issue is that we have been very intentional. This government so far since 1957, after Nkrumah, have been very intentional in every step that we take, and we are showing the people that we are making things in such a way that we will not be able to overbloat the public purse. But we want to count down things and make sure that the better Ghana agenda na yepese yedema obiano. Obiano so nsabe tunyaka. So I think that this is not the cost of the state. You know, I mean,
I think that is the whole thing. Now he does this, he does that, and the next thing you see a big contract and all that. That is why people are asking questions. Why now? And it looks like anytime the brother is in government, this thing increases, the contract and all that. Instead of he does some of these favors to get this particular way I can. But then, still with this, don't you think say party it give you up in itself so easily for public criticism?
Mimia baby, miji ndisa na nya miji ni say se na yewo akankasa no yesi ni ofu duapa no na ye de piano nya na adwuma so ani no ono so na ye de ye manamo iti se obi aye bi da enye afei na oba be ka kire mi se mami ye hwe because Ghana It's a reset agenda. The reset agenda, no, we are not experimenting. No. We are using great minds, people who have done it and have done before. And we are pushing them to be able to speed up our development and our progress.
Bachopa, same on the code of conduct. And let me take you to 1.5 of the code of conduct. That talks about nature of conflict of interest. Now, it says conflict of interest may exist where a minister's personal or private interest is likely to conflict with or be in conflict with the functions of his or her office. For example, a conflict may arise if a minister holds a significant financial interest in a company with which the government is contracting, has a personal interest in the outcome of a process, or receives a benefit, right, or commission in return for providing a benefit. This is what the president said. This is the code of conduct by the NDC release. So if Obiti said Ibrahim Mahama gains this bidding, wins this bidding at this time, don't you think it conflicts with whatever here, whatever that is here in the code of conduct? And I'm able to be
so. Debbie Matipa Mayaso. It's in a person it is a say. Emrana Ghana School of Law. Ombabesi Omuniu a apartment now. Or Ibrahim Mahama Kwan supply cement. Was it a conflict of interest?
Oh,
listen. Tidal waves.
Oh, relax.
No, I am drawing a point. Sir,
I like your point.
A conflict of interest.
Make your point.
I am saying, sir, a conflict of interest, no. When you are giving something at the expense of other people, that will cause the government more than ordinarily it should be to your own advantage. But here we are saying that the person is an experienced expert, and the person has many businesses that are operating. And it is through this expert knowledge and experience that we are willing or we are giving this contract to the person. And mind you, the contract now, mining organizations no more. Did you know the percentage that was coming to the government? Have you asked whether they've been able to pay their royalties to the chiefs? Whether they've been able to address the situations within the communities? No. It is a key variable, sir. When going forward, we believe, sir, we need somebody who can be able to touch on some of these things and make sure that they provide sustainable development. And I think, sir, per experience, any Ibrahim Mahama, Nejumayemu, Bibio Jumebiano, Ukwa Baby and the companies 1 year, they are Ukwa, Esewini, and Sasa Yakachiro. So I believe that there's no conflict of interest in this.
Expertise, check. Eligibility, check. In fact, with all the requirements, check. But I'm just reading from whatever that was produced or whatever that was given out by the NDC as a code of conduct.
Thank you. Yes. So the code of conduct made us know, say, the code of conduct, we did our research and we know, say, for example, fugitive of the state. Papa, your president Kenufuriata. Himself, OG bond. You should be able to work on our physical, our physical financial variables. He went in for loans and bonds. Why? Through his bank, so that he could benefit at the expense of the nation. At the time I want to be defaulted, at the time I defaulted debt restructuring, they went extra to go for pensioners, haircuts. Sanyama we no and now yes share the who said Ye pese ebedu baby no na obi ede krokro the John. What you say sa suban ni bi no. Eni ba be kama sa amemo yi. That was why those statements are there and it is clear. And you could see say from example amambe yi. Nyama eko so ya afi. We done what you say. And we don't want those things to happen. It is not nation building. It is not healthy for our development. I mean, we always say that we are developing nation. You understand? We are growing economy. We are going for. We haven't reached anywhere. But it is about time that we have to build our own.
But based on the example I was citing, I saying say because of that, you are also doing the same. In fact, me reading from what you yourself. No, I'm just reading from what you produce, a document you produce as a code of conduct, which state that you should not have any business. Understand that Ibrahim Mahama is a Ghanaian. Well, I'm happy if a Ghanaian should handle such projects. Government, one way or the other, will still get 8-10%. Ghanaian will be employed. But the question is, his relationship to the his direct relationship to the president, that raises concern of the document you yourself produce. How do that?
So thank you very much. Did you know that Ibrahim Mahama wasn't idle? Ibrahim Mahama wasn't idle. He's not a mathematics teacher or a science teacher, but he's an engineer. That is his expert. He has expert knowledge and experience in the field. Regardless, he's a citizen. And I believe, say, per the code of conduct, no, and no to me, say, the code of conduct about. Na say to me power amount for that utumi edi nkunimo honoma. So that means that we'll be able to do things genuinely. I mean, others may say otherwise. Because obiani ni suban, obiani ni su. It will be ohu tuntun kro say ekoko.
In Patriot Code of Conduct, I'm reading in section 1.5. If we share topic, it talks about nature of conflict of interest, the nature of the conflict. In fact, you are not talking to me, you are educating Ghanaians, right? And exactly. I'm asking the question.
Exactly.
Maybe that question, every rational Ghanaian will also ask. I'm not against him on this particular deal. I'm happy because a lot of the young men will also get work. We have our expertise from here, taking over some positions in there, which is good. The question has got to do with what was produced and the direct link of Ibrahim Mahama to the president. That is questionable.
Yeah. So what is the direct link to the president? Aside being a family member, he's also a Ghanaian. He's a professional.
The section 1.5. Do you have it? Oh.
Bachoka Mame.
What's the nature of conflict of interest? That's a topic, or that's the heading over there. Conflict of interest may exist where a minister's personal or private interest is likely to conflict with or be in conflict with the functions of his or her office. For example, a conflict may arise if a minister holds a significant financial interest in a company with which the government is contracting, has a personal interest in the outcome of a process, or receive a benefit, right, or commission in return for providing a benefit. This was directly linked. Now we have a president whose brother is taking over. I mean, this is a question every Ghanaian, rational Ghanaian will also ask and will demand an answer.
So yes, and nothing America said. If you say you have a president and his brother is taking over, I mean that is
let
not.
me go on with the A. There are sections. Also A. may arise due to the influence and power of a minister may arise due to the power and influence a minister holds, both in his or her sexual responsibilities as a member of the cabinet. We put there. In fact, you're making a point. I also take you to section 1.5.12 of the same code of conduct. Would you make your point? We go there.
Yes, so I believe, sir, during the tendering process, it was open to the public. It was open to the public, and the government was looking for key variabilities and key competences. And for the past decade, engineers and planners have been engaging into mining activities internationally and locally, even within our neighbors, Liberia and Sierra Leone. They've provided mining consultation assistance and experts in engineering. And one of their companies has also been providing mining tools, distilling, gutters, opening structures within mining areas. It is believe say akwanyaba. That's a man no pepper say onya yen agudi ufaso. Now we tendering process, and everybody is allowed to tender, and we could be able to streamline. Say this is what has qualified that. I think say at the blunt side of relationship, when we look at the various key variables, they can say expert knowledge, experience, and record. The GD said, no, and manu sa akwenya manu aye over the rest of the other people.
With the code of conduct, Mutroe 2025, then a question on this particular subject matter, because
so you see, the code of conduct is that me as a minister, if I say education minister, na say yes say scholarship a yaba, na say me educational scholarship matinti, na me de me manum and I say me anoma and I said, you see, that one is conflict of interest. If you are a great minister, then you are by a simple one can get it. Now, like my man be brave. That is conflict of interest. But here, you kind of say the surface of the issue. Let me say, we want people who can give value and be able to do accordingly, able to we will get the benefit, the needed benefit, and everything is within the economic sector.
Great. So, Mami Fa, go back to the issue of the plane, private jet President. I think it wasn't taken to Parliament for Parliament approval. So officially, this is what the President has decided, and I think it's a good course. But it was a decision I would take it solely. But on the code of conduct 1.5.12, that talks about gifts. And I would like to read. See, to avoid the creation or appearance of an obligation, gift in cash or kind to be solicited or accepted from commercial enterprise or any other organization. And here we are with the President who is being given a free private jet to go. But I'm giving you the question that every Ghanaian would like to ask. Let me continue.
I understand.
An exception to this rule is the acceptance of the gift presented during an office visit to an institution. The exchange of gifts during official government visit is accepted practice, and refusing such a gift may cause offense. Such gifts are considered tokens of the office rather than personal endorsements for the minister. Now let me go down. So the minister must submit any gift received in Ghana or from overseas to the secretary, to the cabinet for appropriate display. But we only saw say President Tinubu playing official duties. Cool. The minister, where the minister wishes to retain gift received, he may do so only if the estimated value does not exceed 20,000. But are we saying, say, if we take this private jet go and come now, it doesn't exceed this amount? I think you give me the answer, but let me proceed.
Yeah.
When the estimated the gift is more than 20,000, the minister may retain the gift during office, but must declare it to the cabinet in the interest of transparency. And that is where you also have questions to answer, because it was a sole decision of the president and the people around him to take the private jet and go. In fact, it is in Kanepapemwa and cabinet, because you know what the brother did was out of love. He's a statesman. He loves his country. But people feel, say, yes, it should have gone to parliament. For parliament discuss. And I'm not sure, say, anybody would have turned down this way. But it happened. That is why you have a code of conduct that spells out all these things. So why are we doing all these things? And people are asking, say, if people are giving these favors to you, then it means automatically things like that also go to them.
Okay, thank you for the information. But maybe Gidi said,
hampers, common hampers.
Oh yes, it is interesting. You know, we have rules, we have laws there, and these laws are made to guide us. You know, they are not really the ultimate. So in as much as we move in a human endeavor, we review some of these laws. So when we are saying is that before he became a statesman, there's a human relation, a family relation, a biological relation first. And for us to be able to say something is conflict of interest, unless we are able to quantify and measure, say such an act would be able to is worth an amount that can influence a decision against.
You stated there clearly, and I also mentioned.
Yes. So we are saying that lending or offering an assistance to his brother. So, I believe that this same person, His Majesty or Tufo, he also had an opportunity to travel with the private jet. So, is it also a conflict of interest? Is it also a conflict of interest? There are other prominent people.
It cannot be a conflict of interest because there's no direct relationship.
So the conflict of interest is not just about the direct relationship. That is what I want people to understand. So it is not just about only direct relationship. Aside the direct relationship, there are other things like what is the sum? What the activity that is involved? When you sum it, you also mentioned that it is not above a certain threshold, a certain amount of money. And also, will that act cause the person to do something beyond the ordinary? But we all know Ibrahim Mahama. And I said, we believe this. There is no conflict of interest in this, and I'm assuring Ghanaians that they should put trust in Ibrahim Mahama, and we should watch out for the massive development that is coming in Damang. Already, meaning said he is working around with the chiefs. You see, this is a responsible person. Already he's working around with the chiefs, and he's working around and paying royalties. So this should be somebody you should be able to know that he is ready, he knows what he's doing, and he's, as I said, giving value for money. And this is something that as a nation we are supposed to tap from.
We are still here in the studio, 22 minutes past 7. And this is No Crime Live on Today Ghana News TV. I would like to go for a quick commercial break. When I come back, we'll deal with the rest of the topics. Don't go nowhere.
Hallelujah. Enka osro hene. Ka apostle Stephen Amuakoho okwantrefo panyi ene kofabaye edema Inner World of God Ministry International ewo biblical truth. Memenda ediye nimi ene memenda bia. Abra abo enumre nonso Ghana time. Yeyi ni life ewo Today Ghana News TV. Biblical truths. Power.
Yes, thank you for staying with us. We are back to discuss the rest of the issues. Now, on the second topic, we have the looming ministerial and CEO reshuffle, and what are the areas that need urgent attention. We the and I wish Dr. Bongo will be in the studio. Maybe from where I sit, we are looking at the reshuffle government. They are to abide there towards over best standing for no EPP swapping here. The ones who are 1 year lucky, I just say. I think we've been joined in the studio by Doc Abungu. Let me also, if Doc is ready, I would like to take a submission on the Doc. Doc, good evening. Doc, good evening. Okay, I think he's settling, but if he's listening, I would like to take a submission on the engineers and planners takeover Damine Gold Mines. In fact, you're touching on the conflict of interest. Okay, so I've already talked about the code of conduct, NDC release 2025, section 1.5, talking about the conflict of interest, section 1.5, and also talking about even gift and hampers. Now, and what we say, most at times, when president is in power, need brother in big deals near there, and this happens to be one of them. Yeah, share your knowledge for the code of conduct, and how that can affect the brother on this particular subject matter. Even though, first of all, is it a good thing for Doc who submission? Is it a good thing for a Ghanaian to handle such a project? Is it a good omen? Because most of the times, we've had people, foreigners, taking over our companies and making all the profit.
Lawrence, good evening. Dear Chairman, since no Ghana money also. One man traffic so Mabesha Accra and traffic meetings so. And then I'm manager, my band Dimitri for Lawrence. I am there. Send this year the Ghanaians companies and I say business echo money. And just recently, President Emma statement be I can say big push Omuma contrast the Ghanaian companies. Emma NDC for the can say we are NPP ni. No, NAA then say NPP ni no work capacity over to my age man. I didn't tell me farm. And I think we are enlightened. You're calling him. See, no say to me, near everyone include your mind, God. It doesn't matter, say, why they war power, and I say, why they Libya. But then, so, make us out, or association, and may you see favoritism, because honestly, make us out, sir, engineers and planners a vice president on one Ninuya. So Bekaya, Yini Boxside, Ninuya power, only man, and it was pure favoritism. Lucy elections now, NPP by NSC no. Ya yeni almost 30 committee managed call parliament, and I'm saying no. Coin fast to tour the one for coin papa. So I talk idea with that magnitude that I was say echo parliament. Na parliament agent a guarantee. You know, say a parliament parliament means Ghanaians in because you have to apa. Are you a PR or your constituencies? No, so I'm going to represent here. And so the two man that means Ghanaians are here to quite a man fashion man for coin papa here. And at the same time, so I got tired. Brian Champon, Dr. Brian Champon, sa Labadi Beach Hotel, Sovakaya, Kovabeto, a money did so a minister, conflict of interest, Ganesa Casa, Yantoa man, Okujuta Blacqua, or Yakangaria, only the leader of the stubborn academy forum. Say, I, yet, family and friends, area, Magdani company. Meanwhile, Dr. Brian Champon, one of the biggest hotels in Ghana, Iron Rock City. So that means he's having a capacity. And in here, make campus see and say, who use it favoritism? And I say, why check at that angle? Why check angle? No. You say, we a Ghanaian company. Now, who the year politics are? Ever told us yes, so it be politics. And Lawrence, let me possibly say, Mr. Ghanaians, Mr. Say, NPP, we are not against say Ghanaian engineers company to ADM, but near can say, no, no capacity so with me at all. And yet, you be in more share. Say, quite a more fashion at all, I didn't man. A true favoritism, and oh, yeah, you present, Nitina, you favor now. And I say, a real capacity, oh, yeah. I'm not against Ibrahim Mama. He's a very good businessman, very good gentleman. He's making Ghanaians proud. But then, the president, there was precedent, say, president, Omuto Hadia man, I didn't find the right channel. And Nuna, Mimi Dichina Su Eka, say, history, I catch her, say, no need president, Omuto Hadia man, our man for the right channel, and try the man, and try the man. And it could be said, this time around, that mistake now, I'm repeat here. That favorite is in an repeat here. I am not saying, say, Ghanaian company should not take up a mining. Yes, I'm proud if a Ghanaian company is taking up a mining company because at the end of the day, it's going to employ Ghanaians. At the end of the day, the money is going to stay in Ghana here. At the end of the
And
day, it's
government will
invested.
still have it 10%.
Government is still having 10%. That is good. It's going to stay here. So a Ghanaian, yeah, is even better than a Ghanaian buying a company than we giving it to a foreigner who would make money and take the money back into his country. So if you remember, industrialization, and it's good that we domesticate a BBR Ghana. But then was not only Ibrahim Mahamana said EMP and a BDA, and then the man EMP one. See, and I was a Japanese now. Nearby power. The Japanese na economy. You go resources na economy. The Mati say Azuma mining resources. And then what the water belt water. That mine water. Western is water. Who come to crew no of all man. Cardinal mining. Yeah, man contract water. And you be saying, and Ghana, the whole Ghana, I had 34 million. Abani ntumi ntɔ adeɛ ma yɛn ɛnyɛ yie ɛmma yɛn ma yɛmfa mmaa ni nipa baako a ɔyɛ Ghana bi no out of the 34 million no ɔno tumi tɔ resources ni nyinaa ɛyɛ asan bi sa I'm sad yɛn maa bi ɛyare and we need cure to cure this country ɛyare yari a eti Ghana no emani ni corruption emani ni favoritism emani ni family and friends, and we must get medicine to cure this our precious country. And then let me be saying, Lord is the whole Ghana. I pay taxes. Ye GBPR, ye G2, port, ye duty. Yet mean talk that my invest in money. I was saying, ye be doing an individual. I also pay tax my Ghana plan and talk. Hey, you do that. I'm sad. I'm sad. Me say, time has shown. So say a demonstration. Now, Ghana, yeah, Ghanaians, you should look for competent people. No more, yeah. It's Ghana say competent people I am for. EMP, and I say Ibrahim Mama. And yeah, Ghanaians no big use of Mama, Ejman, Ghanaians. You see, can over here, and yeah, Ghanaian banks not even two. If you've been grabbing a Ghana commercial bank, if you made AGB banks, I then Ghana leaders in paying for Minister of Mines. One man ye, Amaya ye for Ama Ghana, Amani, Amaya young for sure. And I also John Mahama, Elia, Ibrahim Mahama, also Okotradia. Why? Are they Bonnie Benayati? Sister, see any Japadeli na, you go resources ni na, you try Ibrahim Mahama. Bonnie Ben Ghana, I, Bonnie Ben. Are they also the Babaku? Also, farm sources na, there. Why? Why?
Now, Doc, me bisa say, if we're a citizen, now so meeting requirements for the bidding, should we have a problem?
That is what I'm saying. We should not have a problem. But I have the problem with the ministry. Why is it that Nipa Bako, Ubetimania man, no one talk, no one manage? Now, as the ministry, no, won't mean fa Ghanaians, money manage. I don't know what to man. On one year Ghanaian. Why didn't they approach him that, oh, engineers and planners, over capacity, say over boy, it will really a Ghana there, for machines number and high. Now didn't hear Ghana there. Oh, yeah, yeah, good now. 10 older, maybe 100 kilograms, you have more 2 kilograms for obeying. Lady Nakano, lady are building your rules. Lady Nakano, they are building your schools because they're Ghana for in Ajapadia. I didn't know, say, Tom man. I didn't, I didn't need a trimana. So I do know a trimmer. Let's begin to apply the ideas, the knowledge that we have. Now, from boy of mine, now, points what you're going in, say, you're going in, say, you just idea should get to Tom. And your say, sorry, your police for Kram, ye, Juma Lawrence, with them, Jaffa, ye, Juma. But Omu was almost discussion of Botom, Omodosu. Since NDC back power, ya Jai police for no Bukoemusa. Omu ye, Juma, but near Muku, every 1 kilometer, via police, every 1 kilometer police. Obicho Waha, no, Gia Shen Botum. Uko 1 kilometer, much of church or Botum. I tell you, John Mahamani NDC. Mutaka Minister of Interior, Ade, what your police for na gum? No, what? Or terrorizing motorists. Ade, Pony Ben again of fire. Ya two of my engines so may get a year and I say, ya two of my engines so on back arise here. Motor and Japa, dear, more I actually play.
That, Doc, with your submission, don't you think you're also trying to, is a way of trying to stop indigenous who are doing legitimate businesses or legitimate jobs?
There be any kind of say, if actually your money contract, your two man, right? So on top, maybe sir, as maybe sir, say Ghana for as Minister of Mines and Energy, we didn't have the capacity and I hate me any money managing now. Say it me ya, na Ibrahim Mama ne bet me ya. Biso Ibrahim Mama no matter no. Okofa nipa no why? And ye Ghana is now no be form. Enti ministry no komu yes a nipa no form ana. Machines na all the mind no. Onye sika we na akoto. Ghana ina yet me yes a machines no e mind ana. Say bet me ya, I didn't na Ghana nkasa anye. And I also ye trauma engineers and planners. E asem bisa. So say see Maybe say Ghana, or say Toy, you just I didn't an individual not to be managing. Abraya 34 million to be managing, but single Ghanaian can manage. And no, I am a son, Bisa. Me dana me Junuma, me tiasi. Me dana me Junuma, me tiasi. Me santia say, engineers and planners, our adjustment. They be got to jam adjustment. Who is meant to be out to one mammy, tomato adjustment? Because a Ghanaian company. And it is Ibrahim Mama. Me pen or a million of his stream. I'm proud of him. But then yes, I am proud of him. I also made the Tony Japadina, Emma, on in Bush for no, that is not what I'm saying. Provided it's a Ghanaian company, doesn't mean say, or say to Tony Japadina, Emma on one managing, or who are not calling about, who are not calling you, then Bush for Nina and Jessica, Debbie, or say Ghanaian to me benefiting. Now say, we are not saying I. The helicopter no, or the Amagani and say, "Young fine emergency flight," and I say health flight. Ghana, you know, maybe tax and mutual, ye ain't me, yes, sir. An individual, and also to me, yes, sir. It's laughable and it's disgraceful as a country, Ghana as a state.
Doc, Mami Fakwenye was an amendment on the looming ministerial and CEO reshuffle now. So far, no, he found out feels a loopholes. Where do you think we should? Where do you think we should do a reshuffle?
Ministry now, we should overhaul everything. Now here is happening now. Especially the Jota is the Jota. Some job. Only the end the only cry. You didn't feel cry. John Mahama. What is the what tea and social service is bad? What tea and social service is bad? That is the reward.
We're enjoying DSTV now.
No. I am bad. Then you're bad. And a minister, president, defense minister, who that are. On Shannon, he nominated defense minister. And that's it. Sorry.
No problem. I think Doc making a submission and he will join us again. Mamiko ya hodmuna minjo so na junche. Communication ministry or the one but one as a Ghanaian, let's take party aside, then for politics in Twinche. Why do you feel we can do a reshuffle?
Okay. The Doc say or Kasano. About capacity ni competence. I think it's a honoma. You know, you back to your minister.
The program is only meant for speaking the truth. I know you can't throw. I think he was making his candidate submission.
Thank you. Yes. So I mean, it boils down to that. Aside the obstacles, I mean, he's capable. He has the capacity. Share Ibrahim Mahama. He has the capacity. He has the machine near idea able to bring value for money. So that's just by the side. When it comes to ministerial positions, I think my question is say from over 120 ministers inherited go spaces draining amount for taxes. We've been able to limit the value to 60 no krano. Yet many 60 in Nana, Fofia and Twata, at Rianchem, Ebetu Yanga, Yeshri Yang, in Difubi, when you come for currency, the video was here. Now, Oka ministers once a man reset agenda, any better Ghana agenda in Chile. Immediately say there are some key areas, as I say, you to me share. Now, you to me, for me, we are social democrat. No credit, I have friend of the credit, a battle home, who fita, who to make to wine. What you say? I have at least some 7 key maybe she said, Anka, Oma payment to me be kakra because we want to go into the next election, making sure that we've been able to do and perform well for the Ghanaian people, so that also we will expound them from our history. Interior Ministry, but we say that we need people that can speed up things. Interior Ministry, Mohammed Mubarak Muntaka. Me gidi say obo no modern, but senior ye per se yen mebuna yabana we want development no. The Ghana Accra Reset, Better Ghana agenda no. Obey here reshuffle. Transport Ministry. IFA Joseph Nipe, Honorable Joseph Nipe. Me gidi say honso ye area bia say di kakra wo ho. Ena nia esa ha me pa foreign affairs.
Transport Ministry, Accra buses from Egypt. Supporting the congestion, your friend say, what do you call it?
Oh, I don't know your national government budget. On one kasa oba ya besu sem on shedam be ye any creative transportation cost of fuel and this anya manama on shedam be ye any creative idea within the transport industry. What you say? So buses near the end they are there or mine no I said I have to national individual creativity within the sector. That is what I'm basing on. Muntakaba police forms there's no creativity within the interior ministry. That is what I'm talking about. A Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Oh, say acquired near home on also a friend who could have black man who so only said that a ye mammy. Ministry of Land and Natural Resources. You see, Galamsey, we want a solid AE on Galamsey so that we can be able to, get our waters back. Because they say you show us an iodine. Me kasano na me de kwa ko ebri ekuape Jamaica so. E won show natural resources you show ho nso. You show no yen sheda on ye dibia you show no be man fa so aba efie nyina. As of now 21st century, people are still walking long distance to go and fetch water. What you say? And the Ministry of Health. Ministry of Health also on share the support. I mean, yenya reshuffle ho no man. Ebeye me de pa. Ministry of Education. Ministry of Health. Oh, Ejuma Koso, but oil slow. Media Kamenkwa, Senamekan, me say, I am basing the work on creativity and individual competence. Structures are there. But show you. There are ministries structures wow but one kasa we leader your creativity can improvise and make provisions for things as a message for complaining and I am hospitals near the so Nyama Ministry of Education Honorable Haruna Idrisu. Wow, yes, we hear Nyama Bibri so to me step it up no to me boy. Na Emanyama anyway. And I feel the Ministry of Works and Housing. Honorable Kenneth Gilbert AJ. Because me kai says our ministry attaching by Mahama buildings now or state house and who did this and Chrono the court or buy me and I should be you see these are key individual things. Say, who are we leader? What steps have you taken from previous government in previous name? Then I want to not discover. You don't just sit within the ministry and just allow the structures just to move. No, you should bring your creativity. What you say? Then Ministry of Gender and Children Affairs. You say, but I mean, we need a lot of other works. And then yesterday here, Ministry of Defense. The cast Omanpenny John Dramani Mahama said, she said, if the NDC party want to be very strategic, we need somebody that can understand the trends so that coming in the next years, we're going to make take his leadership position. Intermediate one say, Omode at 2% Tare was on share no monitor kakra on acting. That is the best thing to do. Because we believe send your ordinary seek asem to for me. Sana yen security yen man bo hun yen man so no owo nim de wo ho. Iti e honum de be hia obatampa Senator Rollins here campaign papa because he say so ono no be security nyama na say na say ordinary joining be ties anyama no in the next years she's going into the leadership to be the first woman of the Republic of Ghana, Her Excellency the President.
I don't know who single Zanato for that particular position.
So, who's basically because as a social democrat, we do research, we engage, we observe, we do our analysis within the grounds. And say strategic a year between the growing population and as a NDC going forward now, we should be able to position ourselves in a way we'll be able to provide exactly the nation building, the kind of leadership and we need people who have that ideal character. What you say? And I believe looking within, we need a prominent a person with an acumen, really deserving. And I think there's no better person than Zinato. What you say? And when she becomes the Minister of Defense, we ourselves will be able to see how things will move. Initially, champion say the Ministry of Health, knowledge, background, and they will say, but to me, ambassador, now Obi Wohono, if or another Abia Russia for Subit Nabanasa or Mudri, a home is perfect. But I believe there's a say Obi Shahono. I mean, and we believe that occupants, that place must be occupied by Senator Rollins.
Right. I am the say we know much of the Mama, and as a citizen, even as a party member, why we fools no. I was like I say, and I did Mama no one is good. You see the loops. Some of we know. In fact, because of our time, in Cameroon say there, if dog were had man, also boss, but I will plead my boss. If Nami Adman can next year no, and next week. I beg your pardon. Topics ever discussing Nanka. On fact, we shuffle topics in count. At least membership so that we can have like an extensive conversation on that. But we've got less than 10 minutes, and I want us to touch on the Black Stars issue. In fact, recently Black Stars Martini Pakuma when I say put the mobile so be out. Yeah, say Beshe, so Beshe they are not. We say we did answer. We say Jesse come on. So me sure say Jesse now we no. Some which. Some which.
Minia. What can you know, mommy?
Some which. Eje Biana, I think you're both friendlies. I prepare to the World Cup. Now I need Germany share no. Some say we are nefe. Nyabu tres Pele Ghana no word by a letter by letter. Australia can team Bianiwa Apede. Australia team Nangasa Munyamini Mukredi almost a mu be my mobile. It's like the Black Stars they've lost the glory. Past glory now you're winning Namponisiano. Ever since I come to Ghana team in your papa. Meaning somewhat we drew, so I didn't now recently. Ever since I come to Ghana, you never beep. Mobile. Now, current coach and I want no, so far no, you offer Bruni for news number 2. And the question is, local coach or foreign coach for the Black Stars? What will work for Ghana? They also say we work.
Okay. Many of that say. They be a kasa. Now me aba your current dispensation. This current dispensation, what are we looking out for? We are looking out for people who can give us results, regardless of wherever that you are coming from. We are looking for experts who have knowledge of whatever that they are coming into. And Black Star, any team, any individual, a team and technical problem. Black Star we are the players are more Black Star. When they go and meet other individual players within the team, they are able to click, they are able to play. Formation no to me. But why? It means believe it said. It is about time, you to me have somebody who is very, very competent, somebody who can build the formation of the team around foreigners and I say international players. It will be believed that so Ghana new, so Ghana new, Ubia, Utmia Ako, Owo sending Diano. And mind you, we have had a lot of local Ghanaian coaches they within the years, and we have foreign coaches too. That I mean, aside AFCON, any qualifying for FIFA finals near day, we haven't been able to take a cup. What you say? From the 90s, 80s, you bet to make a CKJ film. Mobile at least on my AFCON 3. I say you demo. Your Fred or Osman Diodu. Local player, local coaches local coaches at least almost on the bomb who modern kakra. Naya kasa you name Cecil Jones Atuku if you know me what you say. And we have foreign coaches, Milovan, Onusube Yebi, at least the first year FIFA World Cup 2010 and the AFCON final 2010. No why what you say. And you want to go back or nominate your friend saying Abraham Grant to nominate Chris Ansana or to Adi. It's immediately I can say GFA. As I said, Mutumidi, almost Mutumi, the sure said GFA, there's a lot of politics going on there. It is not about sports and creativity. When they are able to bring sports and creativity into the Ghana Football Association, we'll be able to settle some of these things. Because it's like everybody is doing their bidding. And it is not fair. And I didn't make a sense. Say, to me, Ghana Black Star, Team A, Team B, Ghana Black Star, local players, Ghana Black Star, international players. Because I believe that sometimes the chemistry between the local players and the international players, sometimes because they will be of course about international player. You are not insured. But always they come. Almost say they have the national pride. They want to come and play for the nation. So that is a national pride. So if it's a national pride, why then when you come, then now it's all about money. That is my problem. It's immediately believe it's a Ghana Black Stars problem and your coach assembly and your player assembly. GFA, they should stop the politics and go in for creative and innovative sports. That is what we need.
Right. I think you've made your point. We've got less than 5 minutes. Let me take this opportunity to read some of the comments. Abba. Right. This is from Facebook. Baobab Community says, good evening, watching from Achim Kede. Ghana is blessed with human capital. We don't need a white coach. Okay. So when if Robert Kimpese says, yeah, you are on point, doing a good job for Mother Ghana, watching from Paris, France. Thomas Kujo says, guys, please, with all, Munya careful. Dibodi Efua says, watching from Sunyani, great show with good questions. Thank you so much, Dibodi. Make sure you follow us every day, share and like. Premo Oyi says, watching from Mantinia, who engineers and planners have the competence to handle the project. Nyami Abiu says, Ibrahim Mahama is contributing meaningfully to the development of Ghana, watching from Nkwanta in the OT region. These are some of the messages about Facebook. I don't know if I've got some messages on Twitch. If not, I think we are on point. Yeah, we've got less than 2 minutes. I don't know. Still, wait me to summarize some of these things that we've touched on, and if we have somebody to at least say hi to, then we can finally wrap up.
So you made us me I the evidence here as my studio. Now Mr. NDC for you say afi yɛkɔ yɛnim yɛreyɛ nneɛma bebree ɛnam honorable Lorisha Adwoagye wɔ ada romanti te sɛ eburi akuapem sɛ bɛba bɛyɛkra bɛhwɛ te sɛ promises na yɛ promise amanfoɔ no yɛgu so a yɛyi ho baako na mede akɔnya wei so akyia me youth commanders incoming youth commanders yɛwɔ bra ɔsan Emmanuel constituency youth commander ɛna me nuabarima Esiedu Francis ɔyɛ deputy youth commander nti no yɛn nso yɛdidi akyire a yɛreba nti akuapem south bɛyɛ dɛdɛɛdɛ na yɛaba yi deɛ na yɛaba na yɛakasa yɛhwɛ dwuma a yɛyɛ a NDC ɛbɛfa no ntoma pɛfra na constituency no yɛka kyerɛ amansan nyinaa sɛ NPP fo deɛ ɔmo forget ɛbɛyɛ ɔmo sɛ dae so na yɛboaboa yɛn ho yɛnim sɛ yɛn nnwuma pa bɛkasa ma yɛn nti mene ka kyerɛ ɔmo sɛ the work day ground mekyiekyia me constituency chairman current chairman honorable Kojo Beni ɛna me MC honorable Paul Osan Ofe ɔno nso bɔ adwuma na yɛkyɛ kwan sɛ yɛrekɔ yɛnim no yɛbɛtumi ayɛ nea amanfo ɛpɛ ama ɔmo ɛfi sɛ ɔmo na ɔmo ma yɛntumi na yɛba sɛ yɛba bɛsom na som nso deɛ yɛbɛsom ɛwɔ nokware mu ɛnti na de bia meba ha no sɛ ha yɛ nokorɛ mmerɛ sɛ yɛbɛka nokorɛ akyerɛ amanfo ne akyerɛkyerɛ mo sɛnea abamuo no ɛte na yɛn nyinaa yɛnya nteaseɛ ɛno ɛna ɛbɛboa ma Ghana akɔ n'anim yɛda ase paa.
That's the other four. Samuel Yebre na Yebre. Medo BBS is joining here for today's edition of the Premier. Meeting Lawrence Apeni about Penny Pa, a friend set Adi, and a shake to Chinchim Fidema Bibia Coso. Mestre, if we are named free Accra, other programs as well. Time with Frances, biblical truth, sounds on my viewpoint, Nina programs are Today Ghana News TV channels, Mr. Like any of our programs, share, comment, be part of it, learn and abreast yourself with whatever that is going on. Na 5 years in this anyone need said me kind. Nti some remember must say na nyame adoma da se ne ebo no nsia pepepepe. We come back your way again with another interesting edition of Nokrem meeting said me board than Lawrence Apini yebo amehia nyame adoma da se bye bye.
Open,